Right now, the news cycle, especially on social media, has been about Candace Owens basically handing Cardi B her ass. And she did an effective job of that. The Hodge twins have done the same thing. I, I'm fascinated at the fact that we have glorified the things that we have in America. None of us are perfect, not a single one of us. And so what I encourage us all to do is to stop for a minute and think. Let's think about the things we've allowed into our society, into our minds, into our culture that we have normalized. We've laughed at it, we've laundered it, we've legalized it, we've done all these things. And now we expect it. So whenever we hear a song like WAP, and I'm not going to get into what that means because God knows you've been inundated with wet ass peas, I want to tell you that it's time to protest. We need to protest ourselves. We need to protest the things that we're allowing in our minds. Yeah, I said we need to protest ourselves because we're all at fault. Protest, I'm going to protest me, you protest you. I'm going to change my heart. I'm going to change the things that I'm doing wrong. And trust me, there's plenty of them. You change your heart. And whenever we protest ourselves, let's do it with a positivity that gets us somewhere that makes a difference. Because it doesn't just create a vacuum. I'm not just going to sit around and do nothing. Vacuums don't exist. They're going to be filled. There's no such thing as a void in your soul that doesn't get filled with something. So let's make sure that it is positively filled with things that are good. And you're not going to do it by listening to garbage music. You're not going to do it by watching garbage television and garbage Hollywood. You're not going to do it by letting your brains be filled with revisionist history or crazy 24-hour news cycles by people who have an agenda that they want to get across. Fill your minds with good things. Protest yourself. Protest your own heart. Don't run around in the street burning down other people's stuff. Burn down the idolatry of your own selfishness. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to work on. This is not about religion. This is not about spirituality. This is not about any of those things. If you want to include that, fine. But listen, whenever we keep allowing this garbage into our lives, it is going to affect this country negatively. We are reaping what we have sown for years and years. We have debased ourselves morally. We have absolutely opened our brains and our hearts up to things that are pure garbage. So folks, I appreciate the voices of those like Candace, those like Keith and Kevin, the Hodge twins, all these different folks who are speaking out against these Marxists who don't even know what Marxism is. They're just practicing something and preaching something. They have no idea what the end result will be. So I'm encouraging you. Protest yourself. Protest yourself. Make sure that you are 100%. Don't go throwing stones through somebody's business window unless you're sinless. And I don't think you are. I'm not. None of us can claim that. So here we go, folks. It's a brand new day. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to fill your mind with? I'm anxious to see. I love y'all. God bless. Facebook poke.